Here are my favorite fish in the shop right now, and there are some stunners. Let's check them out. The Harlequin Tusk is one of my favorite fish for a fish-only aquarium. While they won't typically eat corals, they will eat invertebrates. This fish has so much personality, and they usually come in two varieties. There will be an Indo-Pacific variety and an Australian variety. The Australian varieties are a little bit more colorful and they're a lot harder to find. The Green Bird Wrasse is such a cool fish. There's not many fish that have their personality, body shape, and color. These are such a great fish for a fish-only aquarium. They like to eat more meaty foods and they're generally pretty peaceful. However, once they get big, they can get a little more aggressive. For the bird wrasse, I'd recommend at least a 6-foot aquarium just because they swim back and forth so much. The blue throat triggerfish is one of my favorite triggerfish varieties because they are generally considered reef safe. However, they do tend to go after ornamental species of shrimp, so you just want to keep that in mind, but they will not touch your coral. They won't be gnawing on it for their teeth. What I love about this fish is you have some sexual differences. So the male have the beautiful blue throat and beautiful gold colorings, and then the female are just a nice silver color. It's just such a cool fish to have. The clown trigger is typically a fish I'd recommend as your showstopper in the aquarium. The one thing I will say about this fish is they do get relatively aggressive and they get very big, so you need at least a 300-gallon aquarium to keep this fish long term. The Mustard Tang is a tang that we do not get very often. The thing about this fish is that it's only collected in certain regions and at certain times of the year, so to be able to have one right now is super cool. What I love about this fish is they get quite a bit of size and they're so active in the aquarium. So if you want to check out any of these fish, head on over to aquariumartsonline.com or visit us in Mesa, Arizona.